Welcome to our Cruise Japan series port highlights. Kushiro, what you need to know. Plus our port ESim comparison. Welcome to Kushiro
on the island of
Hokkaido,
the northernmost island in Japan.
and they told us that this is known as the City of Mist, but as you can see, there's no fog today. It is a little bit breezy and chilly, and it is beautiful. I mean, look at this. So our arrival experience, we were supposed to be in by 6. As you know, we added a lot of extra miles to our trip, so it was about 7 when we arrived. And they pulled the ship in with a tugboat, which kind of was slow, a little bit of a slow process.
It took a long time to get in.
We had to get through immigration, and they onboarded about, I would say, 12 immigration. It's like 12 immigration stations, and we were assigned Group 11. That was after being in line right at 8 o'clock. And they started that process around 8:15 or so, and it was 11:15 before we get off the ship. So if you are making a cruise stop here, you need to plan accordingly because it all depends upon the efficiency. And they had a lot of people on board, and it was very, very organized, but they have to take your fingerprints, they scan your eyes, your passport in order to get into the country. So we got through that okay. You want to talk about how we got them here?
The shuttle bus is run by the city, not by the cruise line. And it was we had a nice coach. It took about 20 minutes to get here, but the process was slow. The price for the shuttle was about $12 US for a round trip.
1,800 yen is the set price round trip. So whatever happens with currency rates, that's about what it is. And they drop you off right in town here by Fishermans Wharf. So well within walking distance to the art museum, to several other things that you may want to see. But I think we're going to go check out Fisherman's Wharf and maybe the Washo Market.
Yeah, the market for sure.
We're going to get Doug to maybe eat some raw fish and look for on our snack quest.
Maybe not though. We'll see.
Okay.
The crane is significant to Kushiro because Kushiro is home to Japan's largest wetlands. Your ship will have an excursion to go see the wetlands in the crane, but we chose to do a walkabout on our own.
Where the bus drops you off, you will see a sign to go to Fisherman's Wharf right at the edge of the parking lot, but basically you are taking a right and heading towards the waterfront, which is the Kushiro River Promenade. Once you get there, it's beautiful by the way, lots of fishing boats. But once you get there, take a left and you'll see the Fisherman's Wharf building. It will have the word MOO on it, which means Marine Our Oasis, and there is an entrance right on this end of the building.
Due to the extended immigration process, we didn't have a lot of time here at Fisherman's Wharf, but we'll put a link in the description that gives you all of the shops that are here. There's also a food court on the 2nd floor. Abby would love this place.
And colors, no, right? I know, right? She would go crazy. Should we get a couple little things, honey?
Yeah, we probably should get her something. Zoe Jane would love these candy cigarettes.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, what about like this? All right, we'll get her these. What do you think?
All right.
Okay. Our port guide highly recommended that we make the walk to the Washo Ichiban Market for lunch. So it is a 900-meter distance from Fisherman's Wharf, so we made our way. Quick note, they drive on the left side of the road, so unless you're from the UK or somewhere where they do that, make sure you're paying attention. Once you enter the market, you will see so many fresh fish here. It is home of the katadon, which means as you like it, you buy a bowl of rice and then you roam the market and top it off with whatever fresh sashimi you want.
These are the different items you can pick to choose to order from. I'm going to ask for some assistance.
I want pork. We're at the Washo Market, and which is where Ian told us to go. We found the ramen counter by asking a very funny man over there. And then they said the best way to order what you want is to just show them a picture of, because they have like pictures of the food. And so we ordered the deep fried chicken, which was recommended, as well as we believe this is pork ramen.
We're hoping it is.
We're hoping it's pork ramen. And for both meals, it was about $15. So it should be out in a minute. We'll be able to show you.
All right, so.
Oh, it's really hot.
Looks like it.
No, you are not videoing me eating this. I'm going to slurp it
come on,
everywhere.
go ahead.
No.
It's okay to slurp.
That's too hot. I'm going to let it cool off a little bit.
All right. All right, so I got the, Leah, of course, has the ramen. I got the chicken. We're splitting both because that looks like a lot of fried chicken.
That is a lot of fried chicken.
A lot of ramen.
A lot of ramen. And we're told, you know, it's bad form not to finish everything. So we're a little full right now.
So we did our best.
We did our best.
We pretty much finished it all with some broth.
And we're actually, I know benches are rare in Japan in general. We're actually at a park, which I think is across the street from a school, and just enjoying this beautiful day here in the city of mist that is not today.
Yes, it's a lovely park. We're going to do a little bit more walking around. And
so you can do this town on your own, I guess is our point. You can do this town on your own if you want. Kushiro is known for, they're the biggest marshland area, and they have these rare cranes here. So a lot of people took that trek out to go see the cranes if that's your thing. I believe it's about a 30 to 35 minute bus ride. You can do a ship tour, or you can grab a tour once you get off the ship. But we decided that we really wanted to come in and like experience Japan food for the first time, which was, so you can do this town on your own.
And it was very good.
Yeah. We've been told we've got to go to a 7-Eleven and a Lawson while we're here, so we'll be hitting that up too after the market.
All right.
So, okay, Snack Quest.
Snack Quest, what'd you find?
Is finding like the best little snack. Take back to the room. I am going to get these sweet potato snacks.
All right.
What do you get?
I haven't seen anything really good yet.
How about the green pea?
Probably not. I might get chocolate covered macadamia nuts.
Ooh.
Wait
there you go.
What is this?
Okay.
Honey butter mixed nuts.
You should get a skewer.
But I'm not hungry. I would have to eat that right now.
Oh, well then come back here and get a snack.
I'm gonna get one of these.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
No, but I'm gonna get the one on the left.
And we're on our way back to the ship. And as is tradition in many Japanese ports, we have a drum corps send-off. Are back at the ship after our shuttle bus ride, 20 minutes back here and on board. Beautiful sunny day.
Wonderful.
Do we want to see how successful we were with Snack Quest?
So we went into the Lawsons and we both bought a mystery snack. We have no idea what they are.
I do. I know mine's something sweet potato.
Sweet potato?
I thought it was going to be crispy, but so here you go.
One of these.
Yeah, you don't even know what that is.
Kind of looks like a...
It says dried sweet potato sticks. I don't know if that's a win because they're a little bit sticky. Right. You don't even know what that is.
Looks like a sandwich of some kind.
Okay, I don't like that. It looks like a fig sandwich. Is that what it is? Do you win Snack Quest today?
I guess.
You won't like those.
It is. I'll eat it. Not my favorite snack of all time, but
all right, you win.
Not
you
sure
win
what
Snack
the filling
Quest
is,
because
but
nobody's going to eat those. Unfortunately,
No,
I'll have. To, I
okay.
think next time I'll look for something crispy. Okay, so that's what we have for today. I know you wanted to. We've been doing a little competition.
Yeah, so this morning, since it's our first time in a Japanese city, we had activated our eSIMs, but we turned them on for the first time just to see how smooth the process was, and it worked flawlessly for both Airlo and for UBG, the one I'm trying. Both were said to have using 5G networks, and so far so good. Leah's so far has been faster on her speed test. She's doing the Airlo.
Yeah.
I'm doing the UBG. Their cost was about the same, and I'm going to do a video on how the install process worked for those of you who have never used an eSIM. So stay tuned for that.
He's also going to show how it worked all the way around Japan. So in every port, we're kind of checking these out and seeing, data usage and speeds and all that kind of thing. So if you're coming to Japan, we've used Airlo in other parts of the world. We also have used local SIM. So it's more, just kind of seeing what works in the different regions.
Yeah, and during the crossing, we also did a Gig Sky.
Yeah.
Cruise only Gig Sky, so it's kind of an alternative to ship Wi-Fi. It worked. We have some speed tests. It wasn't the most reliable.
He's going to do a whole video on that, so you'll be able to get a lot of deep detail for the techno geeks. But we're just in the whole testing phase right now. Next up, port is Amore, and we are doing pretty much an all-day ship excursion with Holland. We're going to castles and shrines, and it's going to be 7 hours of stuff. So look for that one next.
Yep. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
See you next time.
And we'll see you next time.
All right.